Hello everybody and welcome in today's second video upload. In today's video I just want to have a talk about Bitcoin because Bitcoin right now is dumping. I also want to have a quick talk about what is happening right now. FTX appears to have paused withdrawals after everything is so-called fine, right? This is creating a lot of fear in the markets and definitely one of the reasons that Bitcoin's price is dropping. But I don't like to say reason because it just happens so that this exactly is timing with a 4-year cycle low, which is, by the way, something I want to talk about in today's video as well. What the time period that Bitcoin is trading in right now, and basically what we can expect and how I look at Bitcoin for the coming weeks and months ahead, and whether I think what or when is a good time to buy Bitcoin. So guys, all about that in today's video. With that being said, my name is Sharon. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. Right now, let's dive into this Bitcoin dump, guys. But before we are zooming in on Bitcoin, I have an announcement to make. Right now, Bybit has upgraded their bonus. Basically their deposit bonus. Right now you can get up to $30,000 in deposit rewards. And right here you can find a schedule of what you need to deposit in order to get this bonus. They just mailed me about this, so I thought you might think this is interesting. Also, with the affiliate link down below, you can get this bonus of $30,000. You will get 0% trading fees on spot trading pairs. And you will be able, if you're an active trader, to join will alerts where we are working on right now. So guys, if you are interested in that, you can find my affiliate link down below. Now let's dive into Bitcoin. Guys, as we can see, Bitcoin is dumping right here. We lost the 61.80%, an important level. Is it possible that we are still getting a bounce in the shorter term time frame? Well, that is basically going to be the topic of today's video. And what is going to happen if Bitcoin were to see or were to drop to lower levels? So right now we do touch an important level. We had this green line right here at roughly 19.6k. That was an important level. We got a small bounce when we touched that level. Then we broke that level and we touched the 61.80% at 19.5k. If we make a zone out of these levels where Bitcoin is trading right now, you can already see that there has been a lot of trading movements right here in the past. So this level has been acting as resistance but also as support, and it would make sense for Bitcoin at least to get a short-term bounce right here. But guys, this is a high risky environment right now with all the FOD that is going on with FTX exchange. So I would definitely be very careful if you are trading, because on a longer term time frame, if we go to the daily time frame, things actually still looking quite bearish. But how bearish are things actually? That's something I want to have a chat about in today's video, and therefore I want to go to the BLX chart. I've been talking about Bitcoin's 16-year cycle. So that would look as follow. We got 3 years upwards. We go 1 year down. We go 3 years up right here. We go 1 year down. We go 3 years up and we go 1 year down. And right now we are basically right before the 4-year cycle low, which would happen around the middle of November. Let's say the first 2 weeks of November. Of course, this could extend. This low can also happen in December. However, November, December is time-wise where we are going to see that 4-year cycle low, which basically means that if you buy around these levels for the longer term time frame, the buying season will start shortly after. I think 2023 is going to be a very important year for Bitcoin and crypto, and we can see a lot of buying pressure coming into that year. However, right now we cannot see that, right? Right now things are still looking bearish, and that's okay, but these times will change, similar as it did in 2015, similar as it did in 2018. We will see those times again. It's just important that you don't miss on that long-term perspective, right? That you are too focused into the shorter-term time frame. And yeah, of course, Bitcoin is going lower. We do see a lot of FOD, like one of the biggest exchanges is pausing withdrawals because there is a bank run going on. However, this is part of the period that we are in right now. It makes sense that every time, for example, right here, we had a major crash and we would enter a multi-year long bear market and everything was doom. Don't forget, it's the most darkest before down. So I would say any capitulation event that will occur during now and December, if there is one capitulation event occurring, then that is your opportunity to enter Bitcoin for the longer term time frame. You can try and time to predict the exact bottom. You can use Will Portal for that. You can use the premium index for that. If you get an extreme reading, then most likely it will signal a reversal. So that is interesting. Also, most likely you will see the sentiment in the funding flip as well. Talking about funding, we are seeing the funding coming down a bit, which would strengthen the fact that Bitcoin could see a bounce right here. But even though if we could see a bounce right here, that bounce could be shortly lived. So let's have a look at some levels to the upside and some levels that are important to the downside. And we don't need the relative strength index for that. We're just gonna do it how we do it, like here. We do have some support zone right here. This is at the bottom of this formation, of course. Let's make that green. That looks a little bit better. Of course, if Bitcoin cannot reclaim the 61.80% very, very soon, that's 19.5k. If we cannot reclaim that very soon, guys, most likely Bitcoin will drop further and will enter the regions starting from 18.8k, going down to 18.6k roughly. 18.6k is a very important level for Bitcoin to become slightly more bullish again. On the very immediate short-term time frame, we got to reclaim 19.5. However, there are some levels, 19.7 right here, which could act as resistance, right? So I think for Bitcoin to become bullish, we really need to reclaim some levels. For a short-term bounce, it is 19.5k, but a rejection zone could be around $20,000. So even though we do see a bounce on Bitcoin, we could still get rejected. I think if we really reclaim $20,000, then we can actually start talking about a little bit more bullish outcome for Bitcoin. But right now things are just not looking so bullish, and that is just basically because of the uncertainty going on FTX exchange. And guys, I'm very happy that I've made that video earlier. I hope every single one of you have listened to that video, and if you are a user of FTX exchange, I hope you've already withdrawn all of your funds from this exchange, because I know today, this morning, they were still doing the withdrawals, but yeah, as of right now, they stopped doing the withdrawals, which also makes sense because there's basically a bank run going on over on FTX, which will make it very difficult for them to pay all their customers, right? That's why it is so important for you as an investor that you get your money out of there, because one of the most important things is that you preserve your capital as a trader. And you know, one of these risks with exchanges, you really gotta take your stuff out of there on the rumor. So if there's any rumor that something shady is going on, or you see a leak, or you see some negative comments about the exchange that you are using, best thing that you can do, especially concerning time-wise at the 4-year cycle low, withdraw your funds, put it cold storage, wait the situation out, and then once everything passed and things are becoming more stable, you can re-enter with your funds, re-enter your positions. So guys, we all know the story of Mt. Gox, where people have held their Bitcoin on exchanges. Bitcoin got hacked, so-called hacked. Nobody knows what's happening, of course. There's not a lot of evidence for all these cases. However, something fishy happens, and then it will take a long time for all of the users to get their funds back, if they get it back. That is also something to note. So that's what I want to point out right here with FTX as well. It's causing a lot of FUD. It's better to stay on the sidelines whenever there are strong winds at the sea. Wait till it's become calm again, and then you can re-enter the markets. That's basically my perspective on this, because as a trader, one of the most important things is to preserve your capital. And one of the things of preserving capital is to know how to use cold storage and to know when to have your things on an exchange or not. And I personally I really do trust Bybit. Bybit is the exchange that I'm using, and of course, most of you are using Bybit as well. I'm quite sure that most of the ones that are watching this video are using Bybit. Bybit is just a great exchange, and I've never had any problems so far with Bybit. And I use this platform already since roughly 2018. So I already used Bybit for, yeah, let's say 4 years. When they started, I used it directly, and I've never had any problems. And I never heard anybody in my direct environment who has any problems with trading on a Bybit with deposits or withdrawals and so on. There might be some stories. I don't know about that. However, in my personal case, I never had any problems. And in my direct environment, I never heard anyone of having any problems. So that's why I'm using that exchange. But yeah, you can, of course, check for yourself what fits you the most. Guys, that was a quick update of today. Like I said, I think Bitcoin is just presenting us a very nice buying opportunity. Of course, we still can see one capitulation move down in this yellow zone right here, in this bottoming zone. And that will for me only be a excuse to buy more and more Bitcoin and to really go all in, because I think that a capitulation event on the timing of a 4-year cycle low is just one of these opportunities you won't get that often in your trading career, right? We got one right here. And of course, it is possible we stay some time at that level before we take off, whatever that level may be. But it is also possible that we see something like this, where we just get a V-shaped recovery, we get a dip. So you can already have your buy orders ready. I already have some buy orders ready when Bitcoin is going down. So at 16, 15, 14K, I already have buy orders set. So when the price would dip, the buy orders will get filled, and I would own those Bitcoin if Bitcoin is reaching those levels. That's my strategy, guys. You can do whatever you think is necessary for your capital to grow. But this is just basically how I look at it. It's quite weird because the Dixie is going down while Bitcoin is going down as well. That is something we not often see, right? We often see when the Dixie goes up, Bitcoin goes down. But right now they both go down. Yeah, most likely that is just due to this FOD that is going on FTX. Well, FOD, we don't know if it's FOD or reality. I think if they are pausing withdrawals, while actually saying that everything is fine, I don't know. I think these rumors are not for nothing. It's not for nothing that these rumors are coming out. And second of all, if any exchange would have a bank run, I think they would all run into problems. And you don't want to be the last one standing, right? With all your funds at the exchange. So I hope everyone listened to me yesterday, got their funds out. And yeah, guys, I really hope so. Then I want to thank you all for watching, guys. If you like this video, make sure to smash up that like button. That is very much appreciated. If you are interested in joining Bybit, you can now get up to $30,000 bonus. Just look at this schedule for the bonus requirements. You will also get 0% trading fees on spot trading pairs, and you will be able to join Will Alerts. Guys, that was it for today's video. Wish you all an awesome day. Hope to see all of you in the next video.